Today on Quilting Done Quickly, we are doing a machine binding. Now, quilters will say that this is not okay. Don't do a machine binding, and they always do it by hand. So if you do it by hand, you sew it on the top and then hand stitch it on the back. But when you do a machine binding, you sew it on the back and then machine stitch it on the top. I just went around a corner, and it's a 2.5 inch binding. Just try to sew right on the edge, and there's your stitch line. And really what you should do is try to hit that stitch line with your machine. That doesn't always work. I'm sewing a king binding. And you can see I'm not even using a walking foot. I do have a walking foot, but it tends to skip. It skips stitches when it goes over a seam. So the walking foot is like $200. And it does just fine with my regular foot. So you have to always tuck that behind and make sure it doesn't pop out. Sometimes when you sew, that will be popped out like that, and so you need to make sure it's always tucked in. I'm getting it right on the edge, so close that I'm almost missing the edge, so got to make sure I don't miss. Is to lay the bottom down, right on the stitch line, and bring it all the way out. And then pivot. And then there's your perfectly mitered corner.